And welcome back to the History of Fleetwood Mac. I'm Anita. Today we're going to get into episode 12 of volume 14 of my Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac scrapbooks, wrapping up next to the last part of Street Angel, Stevie Nicks's Street Angel era. We're going to start off with some, unfortunately, basically just grabbed photos. It's unfortunate. I bought from a once kind of friend, kind of a little bit more an acquaintance. And they're like, oh, I have these rare pictures of Stevie, or we made a trade or something like that. And they were just unfortunately very badly, I don't know, maybe they had them or something like that, but they still made, they're very pixely, all of these. This one, though, was really cool to me because it is reminiscent of this one. I'm sure, other than the hat, the jewelry and the hair is definitely the same as this picture here. So this one isn't terrible, but it's not the full photo. And you can even see the background stuff is on there. So I would like to have that. I would really like to track this down. I would like to track all of them down. This one isn't terrible. I'd like, again, more from Street Angel. This kind of looks like almost, I don't know if that's album cover outtakes or just another session. But I love all that outfit she's wearing. I think she looks great. Again, I know she wasn't at her happiest there, but I think she looks great. And this was, again, another one of those kind of weird articles that you just like, hey, what's this doing in here? And Stevie was at the Arista, I don't know how you say it, House of Blues, something. But anyway, Stevie Nicks was there. And there's a couple photos that you'll see here. Here she is with Adam Sandler. And who's that here? Stevie Nicks. Oh, and Glenn Parrish. Yeah. Here. And Adam Sandler, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But then I have a negative that I found later that unfortunately I don't have out or can't find currently. I could just make up another copy, but or it might come up later. But she is here. I think Whitney Houston, other people are here, and I have some other pictures from that night. But this was in Style magazine, 1994, 95 maybe. Yeah. On the back here, we have some more live photos of Stevie. Things, again, you don't see too often. This one's a great one. And I want to say that might be Crago. Can't remember. I think the guy from Venice, maybe I have the wrong name, because there are two names, two artists from the band Venice that joined Stevie on this tour. Or maybe that was 91. What did I say? Anyway, I don't remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Stevie Nicks is back in familiar form. This is from March 22nd, 1994, Rocky Mountain News. Eyeing the May 3rd release of Stevie's Street Angel. So again, prior to the album coming out. So if you heard that in a prior video where I talked about it, seems like everybody's just super excited and kind about it. And yeah, it says here that, retailers are crazy. Nicks fans have been phoning retailers. According to Paul Fishkin, modern president and co-founder of the label, gets an extraordinary amount of fans calling daily, wanting to know how Stevie is doing and when the record will be released. So people were very anticipating of this album. More concert pictures. More times when the blue is like popping on the screen. Looks nothing like that in real life. This was a hodgepodge of page made many years ago. And this was Stevie this was in Allure magazine. And how I got that look, Stevie Nicks out and about, rocking that braided hair. Some adverts of her being in town. And then this was funny. Tom Arnold from Roseanne throws a bash for Roseanne. Last Saturday, Tom Arnold threw a surprise party in the Crystal Room of the Beverly Hills Hotel, celebrating his wife Roseanne's 40th birthday. About 400, just a small amount of people, of friends gathered, among them Stevie Nicks and Shaka Khan. Mountains of food and a good time were had by all. And then there's another little excerpt, but it doesn't include Stevie, but it's just part of this thing. So, and then, yeah, this I think was out of that Ed Winston book. So again, it's an old photo. This is kind of a copy that I had somewhere out of a magazine, out of a fanzine, I think, before I got the red photos for real. And then this one as well. This looks like a Xerox to me, but I don't know, but it's a great photo of her. Loved that big bracelet. I think she wore that during Other Side of the Mirror. I think I might have mentioned it. She wore a red one that had like a big medallion type thing. I love those bracelets. Like if I could have a thing owned by Stevie, it'd be so cool. Those bracelets are so cool. So yeah, that was a neat little page. Next up, we have this part is what was on, I think I showed you the insert of things that got sent out by the companies for Stevie promoting Street Angel. And I showed you what was folded up on the inside. This was what was on the outside. So it's a folded up mailer. So on one side you had this one, this picture, and on the back you had, who it was addressed to with this information here. And then when it opened up, it had all that information in there. So this is a Xerox of the one that I showed you earlier. Then these two little articles are both Stevie Nicks contributing to the Jane Goodall, the song Jane, which was on Street Angel. And is it just me, or is Jane part of Street Angel? And wow, I can't believe I'm asking this question. Or is it on the Japanese? I think it's, I don't remember now. God's Garden. What's the other song? God's Garden, and what else are the extra tracks on Street Angel? That happens every video. If I could do a video and just like know everything that's about to come out of my mouth, it would be amazing. But no. Anyway, so the inside track, Stevie will pay her own personal tribute to celebrated environmentalist Jane Goodall, who I also think I mentioned already passed away in the last couple weeks or so, which is really sad, at the International Tribute to Jane Goodall in Dallas, October 25th. The former Fleetwood Mac member has written Jane's Song, a special tune for the event. Nick says she was moved to write a song in Goodall's honor after becoming aware of her research into the cruelty experienced by chimpanzees in scientific experiments, which includes shooting the primates with the AIDS virus special. Jane's Song will appear on Nick's next solo album with proceeds to go to the Jane Goodall Institute. And then this is another little snippet. I thought that. This is a little snippet about, again, the IRS. Consider Stevie Nicks, who recently saw the Internal Revenue Service nix her attempt to take $270,000 worth of business deduction. We've already been over that. Stevie Nicks from August 21st, 1994, Rochester, New York. Stevie Nicks says music will always be her first love, and there's little room for anything else. I've pretty much given up my life for it, my relationships, my friends, my parents, in a lot of ways, Nicks told the Detroit Free Press. I'm probably not going to settle down and have children now. I gave all that up. The former lead singer of Fleetwood Mac said the group sacrificed a lot to be successful. Nicks, at 46, recently released Street Angel. I'll probably go on doing this until I'm 70 or 80 years old, she said. Little did she know she's still going. At 70, what, 77, 75? Rocking it. Kicking ass and taking names. This, again, was another article. I want to say this was from Allure also, but another time. This also might be later. This might be like 95 or 96, possibly. Or not. It's mentioning the IRS. Jesus, leave her alone. So stupid. They get a hold of something and they just don't want to let it go. Yes, it's fine. Another article about her from, I don't know, and it's not complete. Oh, yes, it is. So I'm going to say Phoenix because she's at the Compton Terrace in that Phoenix. September 4th. So I want to say this article is something out of Arizona. And then the rest of the article here with a really unique photo. Again, purchased, all of these were purchased from Melanie, the girl in Germany. And I love this little kind of, it looks cool. That part above it says Stevie Nicks showers fans with music and emotions, which I think was a blurb from this little article. Or another one, I'm not sure, but I just like the little framing of it and the part above. Really unique photos of Stevie. I'd love to see them all. Like, I know this girl had the negative, so we don't get all of her arms. That's probably just the way the frame was, but I would like to see it in its full. It's just like a little sticker. I thought, oh, what did I write here? No, it's just like a little decorative sticker. And then with that one, sorry, goes this one here. Now, funny enough, this is same setting, which doesn't look like it, looks completely different, but same hat. And then in this one I just showed you here, you can see a little bit of the yellow in the fan, which I think is this one. You can see a tiny bit of yellow right there as well. But yeah, this is the same session as this one. Again, more photos I'd like to see. And this close-up, I mean, they just look so different from just a close-up to far away. I would really like to see more of these. I like these too. I'd like to see all of them. And I actually am not sure who took these photos. I'm going to guess. I don't know. I don't know why I think Paul Cox, just by the look, the close-up part of it, but it could be Herbert. It just seems like he was doing all those other hat ones. So there's a vibe. There's definitely a lot of hats, and she's wearing a hat here, but it doesn't seem to me to be like the other ones. Yeah, I really like these, both of these, but the other two I showed you as well. Then this is getting a tiny bit ahead of myself, but this was a unique little montage. This was a press photo for the Boys on the Side, which actually I think this is a little ahead. Did that come out in 94? No, it came out in 95, early 95. And I think this had been the last page at one point in my scrapbook. Unfortunately, it's not anymore. But this was the press kit photo, which mentioned Stevie and Sarah, and then a magazine ad, and then a newspaper ad. But it does mention Stevie here. Cute movie the first time you see it. Sad, obviously, but Somebody Stand By Me was a great song. I actually really like that song. It took a little bit to grow on me, but I really enjoyed it. I like Stevie's vocals on that song. So I think, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so let's show this one too. Some more negatives of photos that I obtained. Again, rare seeing Stevie live photos from that time. I think this one's the nicest. And then another one of those pictures, which I don't know why this is over. You know what I mean? Like I said, they got out of order at some point. So is that the same? So that one is different than the others. Barely. She's turning her head a little bit more. But then again, much like that face one, I think that this one, which is evidenced by, of course, I can't find it, but again, it's just the hair and everything just really reminds me. And unfortunately, this is from the negative, but it's spotty like that, very unfortunately. But she looks phenomenal. What a unique photo of Stevie, if I do say so myself. And this is the negative I have. And I bought two of them, funny enough, because I thought the first time I bought one and had it developed and just kind of got some spottiness on it, the negative damage. So I bought another one and same thing. It just seems like whoever had them or wherever they're out, they just, they've got a little graininess to them. And unfortunately, most of the negatives I bought that are late, 97 onward seems fine, but around this time seem a little gritty. I don't know if they're just that old. I mean, but I have stuff from the 70s. Well, some of those have deteriorated as well. So it's just the way it is. I think I made this page not too long ago. But anyway, that will do it for this video. And we've got a lot to round out with, but I'll try and make it quick. And I think we'll end in the next video, the end of Street Angels. So come back and join me. I hope you enjoyed tonight's, and we'll see you next time. Bye.